Hi. Today I'm going to be showing you just some simple photo manipulation. There are a billion of these already out there on YouTube and on the internet, but I felt, what the heck, why not add one more? So today what we'll be making is this bucket that's showing like a building that's on fire and there's smoke and everything, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I tried replicating it. So I thought I'd just show you guys how to make something simple like this with just 3 simple short stock. So let's begin. We're going to be using this fire, green building, and well, the bucket. I'll put links for all the buckets, for all the stock that I used in the description. The one thing about the bucket though is actually a picture of 3 different buckets. I just cropped this one out and grayscaled it. The best thing to use for this though is, for the bucket anyways, is with a black background and it's black and white. And I was trying to do this earlier, just testing this out. There we go. Alright, and this green building. So let's begin. What we're going to be making first is a brush. There's if you don't know how, there's tons of videos out there. I have one myself. I'll show you guys how to make one. Right here, it's just a short, two-step, short, simple process. I'll put a link to a video I have that shows how to make them with other cool hints and tips and stuff about making them. But basically, what we're going to be doing here is just taking the lasso tool and set the feathering to maybe 18 to make this little blurry edge around it. But then just start circling, or well, lassoing, whatever you want to call it, out a area of the flame if you want. And once you have an area selected, it's all kind of highlighted. But we're gonna go to Edit, Define Brush Preset, and it'll show a little icon for it's max size with good quality and everything, yada yada. And let's just name it Flame 1. Okay. Deselect that and choose go to your brush list. And if you go to your brush list, it'll be way at the bottom of your brush list. I have a lot of brushes, so it's kind of going slow with my list because I love brushes. And here you go. Now you have a cutout of one. And for the color picker, choose like an orange to a dark orange, so it keeps like a flame look, obviously. But mine didn't turn out too well. When you probably make yours, it'll turn out better, maybe a little bit, because you're going to be wanting to try and make yours, I don't know, better than just some random person's example on YouTube. So you can do this a couple times if you want with different shapes. Just make sure they're kind of vertically long. Because what we're going to be wanting to do, now go to the green building here, what we're going to do is be putting the flames inside the windows. So it looks like there's a fire inside the building. So we're going to take and drag and drop this building layer and duplicate it. Now that we have 2, make the top one multiply, give it like this darker look. Then on a new layer, and make sure whenever each window you're trying to put the flames in, it's all kind of they're all in different layers. So you want to maybe warp it or skew it, whatever, change it around a little bit. Size, you can just, I don't know, edit one without having to mess up all the others. But yeah, so just go ahead and start placing them in, and you really want to make sure that they're inside the windows. For what we're going to do, I'll show you later, because I'm probably going to make a mistake along here somewhere, and I'll show you the mistake later on towards the end of the video, because we're going to be messing with the color of the green. As you can see, it's not right here in the original, or in the picture, it's blue. So just keep doing that until you're pretty pleased with it. Don't like I just here though, I just kept it all in one layer, or this part anyways. Just trying to make it maybe all kind of different looking, so they're all just one bit of a crop. Or so they're not all in one. And you can just take them and duplicate them, crop them down to size if you want. Mine are all kind of looking like exactly the same because I'm just kind of, I don't know. They're just kind of duplicating mine, so they're all the same. You can do that, but you're probably gonna take more time in making it just look more realistic. All right, so it looks like we got kind of like flames going on inside. Now we can go to either layer and go all the way down to the bottom and click flatten image, or you can just click on the top layer and then holding shift press the bottom layer and then press Control E and it'll flatten the image. Once my thing is merge layers. I'm using screen capturing program, so it's also kind of slow. Alright, so now it's all on one layer. Now we're gonna make a new layer and choose like then go to your color picker and choose like a gray, dark gray color. And now I found a cloud slash smoke design. I don't know how, or I don't remember where I got it from, but there's tons of these out there on the internet, so you can just easily find them. Just go ahead and download one if you want to add smoke to it. This gives a little bit more of a realistic edge. But yeah, and when placing them, make sure they're on layer and that they're all kind of looks like maybe the cloud slash smoke is going in the same direction, like the wind is blowing it all in the one direction. Maybe use a couple here. Alright, so we got a couple now. How these brushes were made, they just look a little outline, so we're going to erase some of that. Alright, so now let's change. You can mess with the blending options a little bit. I'm going to try multiply. Smoke's kind of blackish gray. So maybe 9%. There you go. So you kind of got like just like this little smoke. Now we're gonna go. Now we'll hit shift on the top, shift on the bottom, Control E, flatten it again. Now here's where it's really gonna fold together, where the whole thing just comes into one. Hit Control, click on the icon, layer icon, whatever you want to call it, and go to Edit, Copy, and then go to the bucket photo. And we're going to click Edit, Paste. Now, it'll be on the top layer when you paste it or whatever, or however it lays. Make sure it's on the top so you can see it. Now, hit Control T to resize the building image. It's a lot bigger than the bucket. Just kind of place over so it's almost completely covering up the bucket. So the original bucket I wanted to use was actually really cool and with hand and water pouring out of it, but the website wanted to charge me $70 just to download it, so I said no way to that. So we had to improvise with this one. Still good enough though. So now take the building layer and put it underneath the bucket layer. So the bucket is the visible layer at the moment. Now go to blending options for the bucket and go down to hard light. Boom, and now it's almost completely done. Just, you know, building's still green. So that's the one thing we still need to change. So click on the green building layer and go to Image, Adjustments. We're going to go to Hue and Saturation. We're going to choose maybe greens. I said maybe 120. It's pretty close. I said it's pretty decent. I'm kind of pleased with that. So you can see that there's just a few different things, the way placement, coloring of the clouds and everything, different brushes I used. But one thing, I told you about the mistake with the flames. Make sure your flames are completely inside the windows, because we want to mess with the greens. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but right here, the flames over the green bricks. When we mess with the coloring of the bricks, it changed the color of the flames too, because it was kind of visible there, and it messed with the coloring of the bricks right there. So I'm sure when you guys are making this, you're going to take your time more on it and make it look more better-ish than me. But that's pretty much about it. If you have any questions, just comment on the video or message me if you have any other tutorial ideas I should do. And that's pretty much about it. Subscribe, like the video, favorite the video for more and all that stuff, you know, all that good jazz. And I hope this helped.